Hi everyone, it's Allie and I'm here to do your week ahead reading. Oh my god, my cats are fighting. Can you hear them? Kittens! Shut up. I might have to start this over. They just sit and meow at each other. I have two cats that don't like each other. It's a whole nightmare. Anyway, what a great start to this video. They just waited until I was ready to start. I think we're okay. So I'm actually filming this on Saturday the 13th of November, halfway through November. I can't believe it. Just because I've got a crazy busy day tomorrow. So it's really late, which is why it's so dark, even though it gets dark here so early now. But I figured you guys would forgive me. And so this reading will be from the 14th to the 21st of November. And I decided to use my Anna K Tarot. I pulled this one out because I did the Hearth and Home tarot tag earlier this week that Boho Tarot put out, and it's really sweet and nice, and it was just a fun tag. And I had this deck out because I still have all my decks out from that that response video because oh god, my life's a mess right now. Anyway, I've been working my butt off, but I got a lot of work done today and I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. So let's see what the cards have to say. I can't remember if I pulled out specific ones for this deck, so I think I'll shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw, just to make sure. I don't think I put them back in order or anything. I don't think I did, but it was a long time ago. It was like 5 days ago now. How am I supposed to remember? All right, so let's... one more. Do I have an oracle deck? No. Nah. I never find like I feel like I need it with the Anna K. I love this deck so much. Wow. Okay. Is this a week that you're looking to get some stuff done to really pump up those creative juices? Well, good news. Here we go. So the first card that I drew was the Eight of Pentacles, right? I really, God, I love this deck so much. I've talked about it so many times before, but it's the deck that this really surprised me when I got it. So the Eight of Pentacles, I've got this young worker here working on his craft. And unlike in the Waite Smith traditional deck, we've got someone sort of looking on. So is this a young apprentice, sort of being put through the ropes and schooled by an older expert? Is this someone that he's doing his craft for, and they're looking on with like a critical and appraising eye? But look at the expression on his face, and look at the expression on our little worker's face. Like, he's got this. He's got it going on. So whatever it is that you have going in your life this week that you're trying to really work on, improve, this is actually great news for me because now that I've gotten all this work done, I'm hoping to do some creative writing and really hone that craft. And so that's what we start with. And then, oh, look who turns up. Look who turns up. The Knight of Wands. And look at him charging. Now, what I really like about this depiction of the Knight of Wands is it's sort of reminiscent to me about the Fool. But the difference between, I'm sorry, I should say because of the outcropping rock and potentially sort of stepping off the cliff and stuff. But what the Knight of Wands has that the Fool doesn't have is experience, right? And is less likely to just sort of blithely step off that ledge without looking ahead. Now, it's still a knight energy. So there could be a little bit of a caution here in terms of like going after things too quickly. If I'm just going to sort of put this in the context of my own sort of creative process here, I can get like so I like to write short stories, and I really like to get to the point where they're finished and published. And I'm just at the most difficult part right now, which is the beginning, because I know where I want to get to, but it's like backfilling all that sort of intro to where I want to be that I kind of find to be a slog. Like I just want to race ahead and get to the place where I want to go. And maybe in your work, in your own craft, you feel that same pressure as well. You're like, let me just get to that place. But without that solid foundation, this can be great in terms of pushing you forward, but only if you've done the work first and the practice. So I try not to like race ahead to what I have more clearly defined in my mind and just really, I mean, sometimes I will in terms of writing. Sometimes I won't write things in order. I'll write a scene that I don't want to lose, that I've got sort of put together in my head, or if I'm working on a big project, then I may not actually start at the beginning, but there's still going to be that sense of solid foundation, right? Or we could get the more negative aspects of the Knight of Wands, right? Like just kind of shooting off in the wrong direction. Maybe his passion getting obscured by the flag and he actually does sort of trip and fall off the cliff. There is a danger there. And although there's experience, it's not King of Wands experience, it's only Knight, not only. Knight is great. The Knight of Wands is amazing and passionate and fiery, and I love it. But don't rush ahead, right? So keep the message of the Eight of Pentacles that you are going to work and lay the foundation and really solidify what it is before you jump ahead to the next steps, which are probably more fun, right, Kitty? More fun, and what you've been hoping to get towards. But without the grind, without that grunt work at the beginning, what's it going to be? It's not going to be as high quality. If you do that, right? If you really put in that time and effort and hone the craft and do the boring work, like I always have this because I'm in like academics and like, I always think of like the boring work as like the bibliography. It's super important and you think you're done, but you got this like picky thing you got to do. Now it's different with all these programs and stuff, but like it's super important. You can't not do it, right? But if you do, if you put all those steps in place, then what's going to be the end result of that passion, right? That real get up and go you've got this week to really do that thing, to manifest it into being. Oh, okay. That'd be great. So if you are at that grunt work phase and you're like, oh man, just gonna like work and lay that foundation. It's so boring. When am I gonna get to this stage? Just know if you do this, then we'll Queen of Pentacles that stuff. And it'll feel so good. And look at that lush and verdant is surrounding. Everything's growing. She's able to harvest. She's pregnant, right? It's happening. It's manifesting. So what a great week to have coming up, especially as the days where I am, days are getting shorter and darker, and it can feel like it's hard to get up the motivation. But if the impulse strikes you this week, then go for it, because this is a great week and a great spread and a really exciting time to take advantage of. So let's all do that together. And maybe you can come on here and let me know what it is you're working on or what you're going to take advantage of this week. But this is some powerful energy. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Like, come on. Amazing. So you have a great week with that. I can't wait to hear what it is you're up to, and we'll talk to you again soon.